Great, welcome to Module 3. Hopefully you've got a big list of opportunities and threats that you can now take forward into this part of the module, or this part of the 90-day goal getting masterclass. If you haven't got over 20 things on your list, most businesses that I work with, and when we do this ourselves within our own businesses, we have between 20 and 50. Even some businesses we work with have had over 100 things on their lists, on their post-it notes all over the walls. So if you've got less than about 20, what I suggest you do is just pause where we are now and go back and think about some more things in your business. Think a little bit wider about what you want to create and do for your clients or your customers, or development in your business, or develop your people, or threats that are out there in the marketplace you need to protect yourself from. Because to then actually focus on the key big things, it gives you a wider scope of what you want to work with. And what we're going to look at doing is also actually do have some smaller things on those lists as well, because we'll come on to the reason why in a moment. But get that list to at least 20 and then start this module and go forward to the next step. So now we have a big list of opportunities and threats that we need to addressing, but which ones are important to you and which ones are we going to take forward that are going to help grow your business, get you to the cash fast if that's what you need, or protect what you have. And what we're going to suggest you do is give yourself 20 minutes for this part of the process. And what you need to do is either on your own, if you're doing this as a small sole trader business, or in your teams or groups of people that you're working with, work out which 3 or 4 things are going to really make a big difference in the next 90 days and big projects for you to drive forward and achieve. The other thing I want you to do is just pick one small and simple thing that you're going to do as well, because that's a great thing to have on your 90-day goal getting list, because getting a quick win under your belt shows that you can achieve things, builds team morale, builds individual morale, and actually gives you, tick in the box in terms of achievement, and actually helps spur you on and motivate you to get some of those bigger things done. So do get to that 4/5 things on your list, and I'll share with you something in a moment where you can actually have that and store them and actually have them up on your wall. But get those 4/5, 3 or 4 biggies, and one not nice to do, good to do, that's going to move your business forward, but actually is going to get you a quick win under your belt. As I mentioned, spend 20 minutes on this part of the process. If you're in a team and you can't quite decide which are the big things that you need to be doing, then what I suggest you do is give yourselves 3 votes each. Just a pen and a tick in the corner of a post-it or against the flip chart mark is a good thing to help you get there. And what you want to do is, if you're doing this 3 votes each process, you can split your votes. You can put 3 ticks all on one thing if it's vitally important to you, or you can spread your 3 ticks out over 2 or 3 different things that you feel that you should be doing. But that's quite a good way to get group consensus, because what you don't want to be doing is spending all day arguing about which 3 or 4 projects you should be doing. You need to get this bit nailed. Have a bit of a debate by all means, but get it nailed and get focused, because the action and the activity is going to happen in the doing, not in the talking about it. You'll find in the resources section, and also if you've got the physical version of this toolkit, a grid that looks like this. And what you can actually start doing is mapping out the 3 or 4 things, or 4 or 5, including that little quick win you're going to get, into the cycles through the year. If, for example, you're planning this at the end of December, then obviously put your 4/5 things in cycle 1 in the Jan to March box. But what you might want to do is keep the post-it notes over that you don't action, and either plot all those on cycle 2 so you can go back and revisit them, or at the very least keep them for when you go back and review what you've achieved in cycle 1 and what you want to do in cycle 2. Likewise, if you're in the middle of the summer and you're in June, and then obviously use cycle 3, and then go on to cycle 4, and cycle 1 and 2 will be for next year as such. But this is a great tool that you can use. Put it up on your wall and focus on these big things. The other thing I'm just going to remind you of this point is what we talked about right back in the introduction and the history of OKR and 90-day goal getting. It's about the principle of focusing on your business for at least 90 minutes every day on projects. So these big goals that you want to achieve in the next 90 days, they're not going to get done if the first thing you do when you come into your business is open your email, sort the post out, and go and walk around the warehouse or walk around the shop floor and go and chat to the guys in the office. What you need to be able to do is come in, lock yourself away in the most productive part of the day for you. So if you're a morning person, get in and do it in the morning. If you're an evening bird, then do it later on when everyone's gone. But get yourself, either you or the team that's working on these projects, 90 minutes each day where you're on your own and you're working on driving these projects forward, because that's how you achieve 90-day goals. Working 90 minutes a day on projects, moving them forward step by step by step. And we'll cover that in the next module. But the key thing is, let's get these 3 or 4 big goals down, and that one little easy win that you're going to get that momentum going on the chart and plot it out. And then we can start breaking it down into bite-sized chunks. And that's where we're going next. So see you in about 30 minutes on the other side.